What we do here is go back.
Barely slept last night. It was a tough last night. I don't know what the deal was. I don't know if it was because Jennifer we had to sleep with Dry's head or what it was, but I'm taking the limo out for my final drive because it is now sold. I want to show you how hard it is to back in and why it's probably time to get rid of this thing. All right, let me see if I can back this thing out and see. There's 3 signs to my right that I have to make sure that I do not hit, and I think I just hit a plant, so that's not good. Usually what I do, we live on the levee, so I back onto the levee and then I turn this around. Now, see, the original plan was I wanted a car that my whole family would want to come in and we could all go ride around in, which was nice. I did that last night. But the problem is that this thing only has 1 seat in the front. So if I drive it and I don't hire a driver, then I'm up here by myself. And it gets so loud back there, especially if somebody's playing music, because it's right behind my head. I have to close the partition, so then I'm really by myself. I drove us once to the pumpkin patch, which was about 2 hours away. And we had 4 kids in here and 4 or 5 adults. It fits 9 comfortably. I've had 12 in here, but it was fun. But now it's going. So this is how it worked out. It's $15,000 limo, and I think for the money, you can't find a car that'll give you this much attention, other than like the old hot rods and stuff. You know, it's a blast. It's a blast. We just didn't use it enough. So for 15 grand, being a 2008. Now I do think these things are getting a little older. You know, Lincoln stopped making these down cars, so I think they're gonna look old now. They still do. I mean, they still look like a limo. What everybody thinks of as a limo, but pretty soon you'll think of a stretch Cadillac or a stretch Chrysler or whatever it may be as a limo. All right, I'm gonna speed up. Well, it doesn't have that good a pickup. I mean, now you can floor it and go, but if you watch the gas gauge, it goes straight down. I have a tire pressure fault on. That was $1,500 to get fixed somehow. Might have just been my mechanic, just give me a rough number because he didn't want to do it. When you drive this thing, you know you're driving something long because you feel every extra foot of the 120 inches that they have on here. You feel it all. You feel it all behind you. You think it's in front of you. It feels super heavy. It feels super funky. It feels now last night I hit the curb driving it, trying to turn a corner. The turning radius sucks. I mean, it like you turn and you think the wheel should go another few inches. The only way I could get it in my garage is to back it in there because you can't drive it straight in. Now, I have a funky driveway, but it's just tough. So see, my seat situation is that nobody gets to sit with me. I'm gonna turn here and get off the highway. All right, so big wide turn here, big wide turn, and then we come in. I mean, it's the widest turns ever in this car. Now the sound system up front is pretty good. It's actually probably better than the one that they have in the back, but I think that's because all of the speakers in the back just are not working properly. Again, that's an electrical issue. Like if I pull this panel off right here, it's nothing but blinking lights. Looks like a computer. I'm not sure what any of it does. Scared it's going to break on me. And you know, once you don't have lights, in the back, once you don't have music in the back or karaoke like we used to do, it's probably pretty much done. But anyway, I really want to on Monday. I'm probably gonna bring Dior to school in it, because I remember when I first bought it, I went and picked up Dryson in it, Dryson and Jennifer and Dior from school, and it was a blast. It was a blast because when I was young, my dad picked me up from school in a limo. So it's just a blast. So maybe, you know, maybe down the road I can get another one, a nicer one, maybe something that I feel more confident keeping out in the rain, because this one, because of the construction on the sides, it tends to want to create rust in the drain holes, and those rust spots, I guess, could get pretty bad. I mean, I've seen some when I was looking for this one. I've seen some that were rusted out. This one, the nice thing about it is it has the 5th door, which is the 5th door. It's like a bride's door, where it makes it easier to get out the front. That's definite for a limo, because you want to be able to enter and exit through the front and the back, because when you have to slide all the way back, that's the biggest pain. The car drives great. The suspension at the back, something's up with it. Not that it's bad, but it makes some weird noises sometimes, almost like well, my buddy was riding in it the other day. It was me, him, and his wife, or him, his wife, and I, and he thought the car was going to fall in half, which it obviously isn't, but there is something happening. I don't know what it is. That's the battery disconnect up here. See, so what you have in the back, you also kind of have it in the front. The red is the power is the battery disconnect for the back. The red is the battery jump start from the second battery. Then you have the I don't have a sunroof. I do have the solid. I don't have the glass. I have the lights, the stereo, the TV. All of that you can turn off. So just in case you don't want anybody using it or touching it back there. I'm not sure why you would want to turn a lot of that off, but anyway, let's see, what else about this thing. I really just had to bring it in once to the shop. It was I think it was a spark plug or something was wrong with it. I know I spent some money on it. I don't remember how much I spent on it. How much did I spend on it? I probably spent about $200 on fixing it, and then I had to bring it in again because it was acting up. And but he did it for free that time, just because we helped him out with some construction on the house. So I think about maintenance wise so far about $200 into it, but it's just been a year. It's and I know it's just spark plug issues and stuff like that. It's just been a year. My main concern are the electronics, so I don't want to get the electronics for it. So I'm going to show you. So what I have to do is I have to drive straight. Then I have to try to navigate this, because what I have to do, my house is that way, which is a dead end. And then see, look, this is all I could turn, all I could turn. All right, I'm actually getting quite good at driving this thing, other than hitting the curb last night. I really have to look. All right, so there's my there's that. So now I have to back up all the way down the street. All the way. What happens is, you'll see at the end is where it really wants to get fun, is where it gets by my house. So we'll see if we can do this. You can't really see it, but all right. So the way I have to angle it is I have to get as close to my garage way. I have to get as close to my my driveway gate opening on one side.